in this tournament.
We may be about to see it now if we get lucky.
We're going to see a stringer, though, from Bronze.
And we see an arrow spray come out as well.
Ooh, okay. The arrow spray, believe it or not, it paints well. It's got a fizzy bomb. It can lead in quite well.
And if the team isn't paying attention to that reef slider, it can do a lot of damage.
It really can. Leafy here just kind of going around. We saw a lot of yellow paint go around Leafy, but able to dodge all of it and then end up backing him up. It looks like someone got picked off from the side, and the ballpoint as well making an appearance here. I didn't comment on that. Ballpoint as well getting a fizzy bomb and inkjet. So there's three fizzy bombs on that team. I just realized this is Team Fizzy Bomb.
And a lot of chip damage when you think about the stringers role in all of this as well.
Yeah, this is team chip damage right here from
Can be very difficult to work with. Oh, and they have the killer well. Yeah, it's all chip damage.
It truly is. And
Reef slider rolling on in could get chip damage too.
Henry's coming in from the side with Leafy. Bronze opting to take it to the left, and very good idea. I think Bronze might be able to get this check. Oh, not quite.
So close.
Able to get stopped here by Leafy, but still being able to get really close to that checkpoint so early on is really good. We see
coming back actually for that cooler. Very good to call that out.
The Zuka going out, able to get a shot on the arrow spray. I know we didn't quite see that on the top corner of the camera, but that Zuka shot I think got the corner of the arrow spray.
It's all going to be up to the stringer to stop that Rainmaker before it gets to the podium, and I think they're going to be able to get the checkpoint themselves this time.
Leafy cruising on through, and we see Bronze as well using just the arc shot of the stringer just to add some extra poke around from the exploding arrows. The ballpoint coming in from the side. Whale's almost ready. 2 members go down. There's still 1 more left on top. Able to get that pick, staying alive. The Zap is still, or not the Zap, the 52 gal able to stay alive up here, going for pop.
2 of those players
jumping in.
jumping
There's a
on
Whale.
in. Trying to keep that jump very secure, making it safe.
Look at all this. Ooh.
There's a lot of damage going out there, especially with those whales. And it looks like this push should be over for now.
It is now, yeah. Leota's there just trying to grab the Rainmaker and maybe get it one more push off of it. Henry's on the other side, just trying to add some pressure. Here comes Kyo, just on this other, able to get a pick on Pico, able to get 2. And
Doing the machine classic with the Booyah Bomb.
Look at this pinch from Leafy from the other side, able to come in and pinch. That's a wipeout.
Oh, and there's the first wipeout, I think, right?
Yep, first wipeout from Team Big. Can Leota's dunk this? Yes, Leota's can. What a pinch play. Just Kyo going, I'm going to come up here and try and get this splat. Just using what Machine does best is it can take the low ground and take away the advantage from the high ground.
And then painting the podium for themselves as well, so they were able to work right on in to make that push.
And you can see Henry and Leafy coming in from the other side, so they had the communication that Kyo was going to come on one side, 2 were going to come on the other, and they were going to stop like as soon as the team was jumping back in again from those, how do we put it, like the burst starts. They were just gonna go and splat them, just make them turn around, not even bother with Kyo. Kyo was like, I'm gonna take this 1v1 and just you guys got this, and I'll meet you over here.
Really showing and proving me wrong that no, that push was not over.
That's
really thought
true.
It was done, and all Kyo did was say, actually, I'm gonna start another one right now while everyone's on their way back. Thank you.
It was the end of one push, and Kyo just started another one, so it was technically over, but they just were like, yeah, let's do this again. I want to keep going.
Don't want to sell E short, though, because they did have that first push. They almost got that checkpoint right away.
They had both teams opting to go for specials first, and specials are really actually important on an initial start here, especially on a long map like Undertow. Those extra range specials like Whale, your Zuka, it just pushes everybody back so then you can have the mid control and just keep pushing forward slowly and surely, but you want to make sure you're not using all of your resources at once. You want to try to chain them. So that way you can keep pushing your opponent back there. And that's what E did at the very start, to able to get up there. And they also kind of caught a couple members off guard, so Bronze was able to free push that Rainmaker almost all the way up to the check there.
You have to wonder if it's going to cause Big to kind of wonder, hey, are they going to be like that again next time? Are they going to push up that fast? Should we try to push up that fast and go for maybe a more mid-side team fight instead of trying to get special first?
Maybe, but I think both teams are kind of doing the same thing here pretty much. And if they see an opportunity to, hey, maybe get a splat with their main weapon first,
they're going to do it.
They're going to go for it. It's just like, yeah, I got this. Okay, now here comes the initiate fight. And it might not go in the way they want it to, but if they do see that opening, they are definitely going to take it.
Here we are. I can't tell what it is just from the water alone, so we're just waiting this out here.
Oh, yes, it is the clams on Museum. It looks like Team E sticking with the same comp. We've got an Explode coming out from Leoto, so we got the double bucket. Explode's become really strong in this game.
Oh, absolutely.
Three is
Going
a
in for the
quad.
triple
Oh, denied the quad there.
So the aggression came out right away, actually.
It did on this one. It really did. Saw that opening and just went right in with the main weapon, and that just demonstrates the power of a 52 there.
Perfect opportunity for people to jump with that Clam. Actually just running on in to get those points. We're going to see all those Clams actually go in from our machine player here, and then they're just going to walk on out.
And then it looks like Kyo's just going to stall with one here. They're going to see if maybe a couple other people can go get a couple Clams. See, it looks like they're not going to opt to get that other Clam in, but they are definitely going to keep holding forward. Look at where Kyo and Leafy are, followed by the Explo.
Look at all that damage the Explo's able to do with all that open turf by the basket.
I didn't even realize Bronze was up over there, and Kyo was just kind of up there as well. Like, I guess, well, I have the sides flipped, unfortunately, but Kyo was up there just waiting for Bronze to come back up, and
Henry backing out, waiting for another opportunity, possibly.
But look at this, Leafy just in the space of everybody here.
Showing the power of the 52.
Leafy is very determined to get this quad wipeout on their own.
I believe in Leafy. I think that Leafy's going to get it.
It's not over yet. However, Team E looking to try to stall this here. We see the stringer shots kind of coming out in front of the basket, which is nice because it's like it's almost like just a miniature explosion kind of coming in the way. So you can swim over them, but you will get damaged in return. So you really want to be careful which ones you do swim over. We see the splash here just looking to try to paint up here. It looks like they're going to shark up on the top corner.
Probably waiting for a good opportunity to jump in and get
a
double.
not realizing where this person is. Able to get the jump in, does get one pick, and it looks like this Clam, I think oh, it wasn't the Clam that jumped in. I think somebody else jumped in initially.
Probably going to wait for an opportunity here. Oh, and
there we
jumping back
go.
up there. I didn't realize someone else went up there again.
Yes, there was a jump in initially, and I thought it was the Clam, but it wasn't. It looks like Leafy jumped in initially to Henry, and then it was just a chain reaction.
Behind the basket, giving them so much free paint to work with if they want to push up right now.
It's always a really good point to put Booyah Bomb behind the basket, especially with your pressuring from the front. There's another wipeout. And what?
A game having a moment, it seems like there, but
uh-oh.
I think that we're going to be okay to see this keep going too.
But yeah, we are just continuing on here. Lots of just open pressure here, and right now E just needs to find that way out.
Trying to go for this push again. You can see there's waiting for those grates, putting all those Clams up there in a place where they can't really be reached besides the stringer. Just
they
one
just
more
needed
Clam.
the extra. Oh, but they couldn't quite get it. Oh wait, they have it. They definitely have it.
Right behind the basket, and the basket goes up just beforehand.
Oh, what a, it's just a stall out at this point. Okay, take two on knocking out the basket?
Oh yeah, all they need is one big Clam and one little Clam, and that will be enough. They have 8 Clams. They do need 9, though, to be able to get that push, but with 2 of them going down, maybe. Oh, I got my teams mixed up, actually. I see them coming in with 7 here. 2 Clams up there, up top.
Okay, here we go. Take 2. There we go. They need that and the one more. Come on. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it.
That's exactly what they were looking for. It's a little bit after the fact.
Definitely quite the blowout there by Team Big. E just could not find a way through with the comp that they had. Like, of course they could get the chip, but they just couldn't get the chip on the same people and keep themselves alive with the right people long enough to even capitalize on getting Big out of the way.
Yeah, like, it can be really fun to have a chip damage-based comp, especially when you're communicating with each other and stating, like, who you're going for, where you want to fire your shots. It'd be a great way to get rid of opponents quickly. But being able to do so consistently sometimes can be hard.
But even then, it's match point for Big right now, and we do know that Team E can pull this back. We saw it in the Rainmaker game. They have the potential to. It's just right now they really have to think and coordinate for each other. Are we going to keep rolling with the same thing? And if we started with this, we're going to go down with it or make it work? Or are we going to maybe change something up here to counter what Big is throwing at us and see what we can do?
If maybe we'll see that Jet Sculpture come out from Bronze, another fan favorite of his.
Potentially, yes, potentially.
If maybe interested in getting a vac going.
Oh, now we're talking. I almost had a French accent there.
It would be fun to see some more ink vac plays.
But yeah, and what is it? Another thing with InkVac though, it's kind of in the 50-50 right now, kind of like Tacticooler, because with Tacticooler when you have it, it reveals you. Yes, it boosts all your abilities, but it reveals where you're going and all that, and it can almost kind of ruin your push. InkVac.
Because this game right now really wants you to be stealthy. That's why stealth jump, Ninja Squid. You see
Yeah, that's why Ninja
it.
Squid's very popular right now. Is
all
because
those AoE
it's harder
weapons.
to see because of the colors are much brighter.
Oh, didn't even think about that.
Yep, the colors are brighter, so it's harder to see. Even as like, what is it? As a backliner, I've kind of come to try to adapt to Ninja Squid for those who ran it in S2. But in S3, it's actually much harder to. It's much harder to read on the brighter colors.
Harder to see that trail, which is the only giveaway when you have Ninja Squid. We are on Splat Zones Hammerhead here. Pico with the ballpoint. Love to see it.
And then we're seeing the reflux dualies. Dualies. Hello, dualies. We see two dark tetras coming out from the side of Big, followed by a reflux and a splash.
Yeah, a much longer range comp actually for E, and a much shorter range comp for Big.
This can go in a 50-50 ways because a short range comp can really have more like maneuverability from around and below ledges, while
and
the long
paint for
range
Splat
can,
Zones.
Yes, and the range can kind of hold back more, but it looks like the dualies are just going in, adding pressure. This is also a map that you can really lock out on, as a lot of people like to call this the Walleye 2.0 for that reason.
Yeah, it's just longer walleye sometimes. Booyahing away from the auto bomb there. We'll see that Booyah bomb goes, forcing that player back and out of that corner.
They're able to kind of get out, but they're getting stuck in the corner here, and everyone just calls them out and moves to them and just like, yeah, no, we're not letting you escape from jail this time.
Admittedly, double dually is very scary, especially with those double reach sliders able to push on in on someone who they notice.
However, it looks like one does go down. Oh, there's a second one. This is the chance.
That could be a great opportunity. Both those dualies down.
Oh, yes. It looks like Zone's almost been recapped by... Oh, here we go.
And there actually is a wipeout, so that's going to be taking control of the zone here, and they're going to have a turn to do their own lockout here. The ballpoint standing right at the bottom of Hammerhead here, looking to catch anybody that tries to run through. Nobody has gone to the right-hand side yet. It's just going to be all about keeping those players out for a bit. The machine going down, 3v3.
He finally did get what they want, but as soon as they got it, it got shut down by Team Big. So they know what they got to do. They have the way to do it. Kyo coming in here with the Reef Slider, going to get a trade. It looks like the other Tetras went down to 2 as well at some time here. But one is just going to shark in this corner. And
might catch that ballpoint off guard.
Yeah. Inkjet coming up from the ballpoint. The reflux does go down.
Did you see one player also jump on out instead of staying there with that Inkjet?
Yeah, which is a good idea, yes. And it looks like another 1-for-1 going down. Just a lot of quick picks here. The Tetras, look at the Tetras just
with
go
them
back
distracted up here, though, they might be able to go and get that zone.
Yes! Bronze is so close to kind of doing something here. The Booyah Bomb trying to help cap it, but it looks like it's not quite going to happen. Now they just have to rotate to the zone as Leotos and Henry are just holding. They do manage to get the cap. There we go. E finally got back out again, and now they're going to try to maybe try to hold a bit. But
unfortunately, that's going to go right back over to a wipeout.
Yes, as soon as E sees the situation, they're like, okay, we can hold this. We have the extra range, but they're just not accounting for it. The Tetras are just going to dodge roll forward, and trade or not, they are just going to keep going because I'm pretty sure they had quick respawn on.
We do see that push potential there. It's definitely not out of the question for E to be able to come on out of here and take that zone again with 2 players down on the side of Big.
They don't even really need to go for this one person right now. Just realize that it's behind them. So the Booyah Bomb and the Tri-String are going to go cap this zone. Henry's going to come back, even though they're getting 2 jumps into the base. They have the zone right now.
Their next job might be to go and get those sides, although they do end up going 2 down here, actually getting pushed back a bit into their base. We're going to see Big working their way back up again.
Leotos is going to get those extra missiles once again here, and Kyo and Henry just underneath, just waiting. Bronze here using the arc shots of the Stringer just to try to see if it can back maybe anyone who's sharking below out.
Great
the crab
positioning
comes
though
out
as
with
well.
the Tetras. Just look at that combination.
Oh, the crab getting, I don't even know, at least 2 of those kills there, I'm pretty sure.
Who's ready for the big house drip pick?
Taking the picture maybe within the match there.
They just about had that. But yeah, something that they did there is the crab with the Tetras following up behind them. That's like a mega crab.
Yeah, even more fire rate coming out of that crab, essentially. Ideally, the crab tank taking some of the damage for that teammate. That's what they're able to just keep firing away.